Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Rebirth, Octopus at the Beginning, Becoming the God of Cthulhu. Chapter 41. I don't know how long it took in this space, but Lu Feng's body underwent tremendous changes from the inside out. First, his purple-gray skin turned into pure purple, with purple light streaks. Then his size not only did not grow, but gradually shrank. His previous size of 600 meters became 500 meters. Finally, his big head became extremely weird. The three eyes that were originally irregular in size were now the same size and grew in an orderly manner around the head. As his body changes, the speed of nearby void energy infusion becomes faster. Even the energy deep in the void began to fly towards him rapidly. For 7 days, his body had been infused with energy. When the last trace of energy entered his body, his outermost skin began to slowly crack. The cracks started from the tentacles at first, and then spread to the whole body. There was still a purple glow emerging from these cracks. When the cracks spread to his head, his consciousness slowly came back to life. 3 eyes opened instantly. The outermost layer of cracked skin was shattered by him with a bang, and a mutated octopus with purple light all over its body appeared in the void. Boom, boom, boom. At this time, the entire void plane shook, as if welcoming his birth. "Where is this?" Lu Feng asked, looking at the strange scene in front of him. He immediately released his induction, but no matter how far away he was, there was nothingness and dead silence. Nothing but some gravel and purple energy. FK, what the hell is this place? Lu Feng was speechless. However, his sensing range has changed from 10,000 kilometers to 100,000 kilometers, and he can also sense the energy flow in the material plane. Although his induction could be observed in detail before, he could not sense this kind of energy. Now he can clearly sense that there is endless purple energy in the space he is in. Forget it, let's take a look at your evolved attribute page first. Open black lens bracket name, Lu Feng close black lens bracket. Species, Void Monitor Lord of the Void. Bloodline, Mythical level lower level. Gender, male. Age, 2 months 9,999 years. Status, infancy peak stage. Weight, 500 tons 900 tons. Power, 5,000 tons 9,000 tons. Speed, 1,500 meters per second 3,400 meters per second. Defense, 1,000 tons endurance 1,800 tons endurance. Spirit, 5,000 9,000ths normal humans are around 50. Skills, Super Color Changing Camouflage, Advanced Deadly Poison Domain, Super Energy Laser Gun, Super Flash Technique, Super Phantom Clone, Super Death Whip, Advanced Death Ray, Energy Confinement, Close Double Angle Bracket Close Black Lens Bracket. Talents, Energy Regeneration, Energy Absorption, Detection Technique, Super Precognition Sensing, Super Spiritual Eyes, Psychic Distortion, Full Ability Amplification, Mind Control. Energy Points, 4.367 million. Let me choke you. Mythical Bloodline. The basic attributes are greatly increased, at least 3 times. Moreover, most of the skills have become super, and several skills have undergone major changes. In addition, there is a new skill and 2 new talents. He began to carefully examine the changes in these skills and talents. The evolved camouflage skills could not only evade physical detection, but also energy and mental detection. In this way he truly becomes a master of hiding. The poison domain has become larger, can be retracted and retracted freely, and its toxicity has become more intense. The range of the flash technique has become larger, reaching a range of 500 meters, and the blinding time has reached 30 seconds. The attack power of Death Whip has been increased from 15 times to 20 times. It not only has a crushing effect but also a function-destroying effect. The enemy hit by this move will be invaded by void energy, causing his body to slowly lose control. Death Shot increases the damage multiplier from 3x mental damage to 5x. The biggest changes are the 2 previous skills, High Pressure Water Gun, and Phantom Clone. First of all, the High Pressure Water Gun has become a Super Energy Laser Gun, and the bullets made of water have become energy bullets. Now he can use this move anytime and anywhere. Although the attack power has not changed, this move has penetrating properties. With his current power, if he releases the Super Energy Laser Gun, No creature in the world can defend it, not even beings of the same level. In addition, the number of Super Phantom Clone has been increased from 6 to 18, and each clone can have 2 skills of the main body, and the basic attributes are still 1/3 of the main body. Then he clicked to view the new skill, Energy Confinement. Skill name, Energy Confinement. Skill type, Active Combat Skills. Skill introduction, release the energy cage to imprison enemy units. The energy cage will lose its imprisonment effect after it is broken. It turns out to be a control skill. Lu Feng muttered. But this move seems to be able to imprison multiple enemies, and will remain imprisoned as long as the opponent cannot break the energy cage. Wouldn't it be great if I could imprison the opponent and then shoot him wildly with an energy laser gun? He immediately thought of this shameless combo method. He was worthy of being the 6th one. Continue to look at the changes in talent. Super Regeneration has become Energy Regeneration. As long as there is still energy in the body, the injured part can be instantly grown, provided that at least one brain is still present. Awesome. The rebirth of a severed limb is too weak. As long as I have energy, I can restore it to its original state. Precognition and induction were combined into one, becoming Super Precognition Induction. Not only has his sensing range been increased, but the time of prediction has also been advanced much earlier. Before, he could only predict danger when it was approaching, but now he can predict danger within 7 days in advance. Awesome Plath. As for his super spiritual eye, it can no longer be described as an illusion. Now he can not only pull others into the illusion, but also escape his own body into the illusion. If he encounters an opponent he cannot defeat, he can use this move to hide. Others know how to escape, but he can escape like a phantom. However, mental distortion and full ability amplification have not changed. So he started to check the 2 new talents. Talent name, Energy Absorption. Talent type, Auxiliary. Talent introduction, can absorb any form of energy and convert it into its own energy. When its own energy is full, the subsequently absorbed energy will be converted into energy points and stored. The stored energy points can also be extracted and used at any time. Close black lens bracket. Lu Feng, what's the meaning? Does this mean that in the future, you can not only increase energy points by swallowing them, but also obtain them by absorbing energy? Moreover, energy points can be extracted and used at any time. This talent comes at a perfect time. He was still worried about how to get the huge energy needed for evolution in the future, but now it was solved for him. He then continued to check out the next newly added talent. Talent name, Mind Control. Talent type, Auxiliary Combat Type. Introduction to talent, can control the minds of all creatures at level 3 and below. The control time depends on your own mental power. Manipulating the mind. What is the difference between this and mental distortion? Lu Feng thought. Literally speaking, one is control and the other is distortion. Control is time limited and distortion is complete transformation. At the same time, mind and spirit are different. It seems that we need to find a target and experiment to know the specific difference. Let's grow and evolve first. Then he clicked directly to continue growing. Open black lens bracket ding. Could you please tell me if the host used 1 million inch energy points to grow to adulthood? Close black lens bracket. Yes. A purple energy enveloped his body again, and his body grew larger again. Open black lens bracket ding. Can the host use 1 million inch energy points to grow to maturity? Close black lens bracket. Yes. 10 seconds later, his body returned to the size of 600 meters, and a strong sense of hunger came over him. However, he did not take out the rations from his backpack and devour them, but directly used energy absorption. At this time, he stretched out a tentacle and pointed at the void in front of him and said, "Suck." Boo-hoo. As he actively absorbed energy, the purple energy in this void area poured into his body crazily. Purple light burst out from his body, and the 3 eyes on his head also glowed purple. The strong hunger also began to slowly subside. After maintaining this absorption for more than 30 minutes, he felt that his body was already full. At this time, his whole body felt full of energy, which was more comfortable than the feeling of fullness brought by swallowing food. Keep sucking. Lu Feng wanted to test the function of the energy absorption talent. The purple energy that was about to calm down once again poured into his body like a whirlpool. Open black lens bracket ding. The host has absorbed void energy and has been converted into 10 energy points. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The host has absorbed void energy and has been converted into 10 energy points. Close black lens bracket. ... The system prompts like refreshing the screen. His energy tap increases more than 10 times per second, and each time it can increase by 10 points. Seeing the rapid increase in energy points, his mood improved. Sure enough, you can increase energy points by absorbing energy, Lu Feng said happily. And the absorption efficiency is not low. Nearly 120 energy points are taken in every second, which is 7,200 energy points in 1 minute. Then he stopped absorbing energy and began to continue growing and evolving. Open black lens bracket ding. May I ask if the host has used 1 million inch energy points to grow to its peak? Close black lens bracket. Yes. Another wave of energy poured into his body. 10 seconds later, his size reached 666 meters, and his basic attributes also reached full value. View the properties page. Open black lens bracket name, Lu Feng. Close black lens bracket. Species: Void Monitor, Lord of the Void. Bloodline: Mythical level, lower level. Gender: male. Age: 2 months 9,999 years. Status: peak period. Weight: 900 tons 900 tons. Power: 9,000 tons 9,000 tons. Speed: 3,400 meters per second 3,400 meters per second. Defense: 1,800 tons. Endurance: 1,800 tons. Endurance. Spirit: 9,000 9,000ths. Normal humans are around 50. Skill: no change. Talent: no change. Energy points: 1.44 million. At this time, he felt that the density and mass of his body were several times stronger than at level 5, and every part of his body was still full of energy. After adapting to his own changes for a while, he began to observe this strange space. He remembered that he evolved deep under the sea. Why did he appear here now? Then he released his induction and began to patrol the space. After a period of investigation, he did not obtain any useful information. What the hell, I won't be able to go back, right? Lu Feng muttered. He was now confused and a little worried. If I were trapped here and couldn't go back, wouldn't I miss the second spiritual energy recovery? And the woman he misses in his heart. After thinking for a moment, he immediately cut off a small section of his tentacles and divided them into 12 sections. As the purple energy condensed, 12 clones appeared in front of him after a while. He immediately controlled the clone to fly in different directions. He wanted to carefully explore this strange space to see if he could find the exit. While his body is absorbing energy and accumulating energy points, it is also sensing the detection status of the 12 clones. Time passed little by little. Fortunately, he had a system to see the past time, otherwise even the concept of time would slowly dissipate in this space. A few hours later, one of his clones discovered a crack in space, which also revealed strange energy fluctuations. This got him interested, and then he controlled the clone to get closer to the tiny crack to observe it carefully. The clone's huge eyes looked through the crack into another space. The space opposite seemed to be in a huge room. The room is not suitable, it is more like being in a huge palace. The palace is a bit old and has an extremely weird architectural style. Anyway, Lu Feng has never seen a similar architectural style in Blue Star. Then he drilled his mind into the palace, and it turned out that this tiny crack was the eye of the statue in the center of the palace. This statue is also very strange. There is a humanoid body under the big octopus head, but the feet of the statue are made of tentacles. Oh my god, what the hell is this place? At this time, the palace door slowly opened, and some humanoid creatures slowly walked in. These guys have purple skin, are about 3 meters tall, have 4 eyes, and have these 4 arms. Lu Feng's expression froze when he saw it. This was not a creature from Blue Star. These guys were lying down in front of the statue. They were lying prostrate on the ground, as if they were kneeling to worship the statue. After they finished kneeling and worshipping, a strange creature in the lead walked up to the statue and broke his own arm with a sharp weapon. Drops of purple blood dripped on the statue's body. Then other strange creatures who knelt down and worshipped did the same, each one dripping their own blood on the statue. Is it a blood sacrifice? Lu Feng asked in his heart. After the last one finished dripping blood, the leader screamed at the statue. Lu Feng was confused after hearing this. Please, can you speak Blue Star language? Just after it finished chanting for a while, streams of purple energy flew into their bodies from the eyes of the statue. After being infused with purple energy, their bodies also lit up with some faint rune marks. Lu Feng could sense that the bodies of these strange creatures seemed to have become stronger at this time. Hoo ha 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 ha. After this group of strange creatures became stronger, they all began to dance and sang rhythmic tunes. Lu Feng was stunned for a moment. It seems that these strange creatures use blood sacrifice to guide the energy in the purple space to strengthen themselves. These guys are probably an intelligent race. Just when he was about to continue observing, a pressure similar to a level 4 creature appeared in the palace. A slightly larger strange creature wearing a gorgeous armor flew into the hall. All the strange creatures in the palace immediately saluted this guy. It's actually a level 4 existence. And it's also a level 4 humanoid, there's something. Lu Feng said in his heart. This guy muttered to other strange creatures for a while, and then suddenly seemed to sense something and turned to look at the statue. Lu Feng and this 4th level creature looked directly at each other. After a while, this powerful strange creature fell to the ground in front of the statue. Asterisk 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 asterisk. It also said some incomprehensible words in its mouth, but its expression was extremely respectful. Did you find me? Lu Feng said in his heart. Now that I have discovered it, let me communicate with you. Then he used his mind to convey it to the other person's mind and asked, Mortal. You actually discovered this emperor. This kind of communication of ideas can eliminate language barriers and directly communicate with the other party's consciousness. Great Mother Goddess, you finally woke up. The strange creature replied. Mother Goddess, wake up. It seems that he is a believer in this statue. What's your name? Tell me about your current situation. Lu Feng started to talk. Other strange creatures in the hall saw that the chief seemed to be communicating with the Mother Goddess, and they all lay down on the ground again facing the statue. Mother Goddess, my name is Nubiros, and I am your most loyal slave. With your gift, our clan has now occupied 3 living planets and captured tens of billions of intelligent beings. Damn it, this is indeed not Blue Star. NND, where did you get me here? Lu Feng thought for a moment and continued, What? You only occupied 3 planets. What do you do for food? What a waste. Nubiros was trembling with fear at this time, and she could clearly feel the terrifying strength from the pressure of the Mother Goddess. It is simply not something it can resist. He may die with just one thought from the Mother Goddess. Great Mother Goddess, please calm down, we will redouble our efforts to conquer more living planets. HMPH, are you the strongest in the clan? Go back to the Mother Goddess, I am the 2nd strongest person in my clan, and the strongest one is the king of my clan. He is still fighting in the outside world. If the Mother Goddess wants to see it, I will contact him immediately. Nubiros immediately replied. It has lived for thousands of years, and only saw in ancient books that the Mother Goddess was sleeping. But one day he will wake up and lead his tribe to become the overlord of the universe. Oh, so it has reached level 5? Lu Feng asked. Back to the Mother Goddess, the king is only a 4th level advanced person and has not reached the 5th level. It hasn't reached level 5 yet, so it doesn't look like it's doing well. However, this group can carry out planetary invasion wars, and its technological level must be very high. From this point of view, Blue Star should not be the opponent of this clan at present. Then he poured a ray of purple energy into Nubiro's body. This is given to you by the Emperor, so you can make good use of it. As this ray of energy entered, Nubiros felt that his body was full of power. Purple light burst out from his whole body, and all the rune marks on his body lit up. The energy given to him by Lu Feng is thousands of times more than the energy obtained from their previous blood sacrifices. If this energy is used well by Nubiros, it will definitely help it break through the 4th level and become a 5th level existence. It tried hard to restrain the changes in its body and bowed respectfully to the statue. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for your gift. I will not let you down. Well, this emperor is going to sleep again. Now that we know their situation, we will first place a clone near this crack and wait until we have the opportunity to see if we can subdue this command group. Through this experience, Lu Feng discovered that this space is not without flaws. At least there are still space cracks. As long as he finds the space cracks leading to Blue Star, he has a chance to go back. I took a look at the mission time in the system. There are still 9 days and 18 hours before the second spiritual energy recovery. I have to go back quickly. Then he searched this space again, and 10 hours later one of his clones found another strange thing. This is a huge piece of contaminated rubble. There are several dark blue blood stains on the rubble, but the blood stains have been dry for an unknown period of time. Detection technique. Item name: Void Monitor Blood. Item type: dried blood, unusable. Item introduction: the blood shed by the Void Monitor has dried up. That's not right. Did you remember that you didn't bleed? Why is there dried blood here? Could it be that a being of the same level as myself had appeared in this space before and was injured later? This made him feel that this space was getting weirder and weirder, as if something big had happened here. Then he used the exploration technique on this space. He wanted to see if he could find out any information. Plane name: Void Plane. Plane type: different dimensional plane. Plane level: multiple god level. Plane introduction: the plane where void creatures live contains a lot of void energy. Countless epochs ago, there used to be a large number of void creatures here. Later, the Great Terror used strange means to wipe out all the void creatures. After reading the information after the investigation, he began to feel worried. I thought I was already a master at the 6th level of evolution, but I didn't expect that I would be useless in the face of a real terror. It seems that I will have to keep silent in the future, otherwise I won't know how I died. It turns out this is the Void Plane. Who the hell brought me here? Lu Feng complained inwardly. He was a little upset that he couldn't find a way out. He angrily used his tentacles to swipe at the gravel next to him. Boom! The gravel was instantly smashed into pieces, and at the same time, an energy crack appeared at the point of contact of his tentacles. This crack only appeared for a moment and then returned to its original state. Crack. He immediately controlled his tentacles to draw towards the nearby gravel. At this time, a crack appeared in the location where he had drawn it, and then it returned to the original state in the blink of an eye. It turns out that his attack resonated with this space. The stronger his attack, the larger the cracks that appeared and the longer the recovery time. That's it. Lu Feng was overjoyed. It seems that my title of Lord of the Void is not for nothing, so let's try this trick. Suddenly his 8 tentacles were filled with purple energy, which was more than 20 times stronger than before. Ba bang bang. Crack. 8 tentacles hit one location at the same time. The terrifying resonance force caused the location to shatter like a mirror, and a 100-meter-long crack appeared in front of you. He immediately used 4 tentacles to pull on the crack to prevent it from recovering. At the same time, his consciousness thought about sensing the outside through the crack. Haha, it's Blue Star, it's Donghai. I'm back. With a pop, his body passed through the crack and arrived at the bottom of the East China Sea. At the same time, 11 clones also followed, leaving only 1 clone at the crack of the statue. Immediately, the 100-meter-long crack slowly closed, and his sense of the clone in the void plane became weaker and weaker. When the crack was completely closed, he could only check the situation of the palace through the clone, and could no longer control the clone to perform any actions. Oh, forget it, let's just put a real eye there, Lu Feng said helplessly. As he returned to Blue Star, the 3 clones originally staying in the East China Sea and the clone stationed in the Northern Fortress No. 1 regained control. At this time, his sensing range could cover half of Blue Star, and he sensed the entire sea area and Dragon Kingdom. Unexpectedly, there are 3 4th-level Beast Kings deep underground in the Dragon Kingdom, and there are also 2 Bird Beast Kings in the sky. In addition, there are more than a dozen Beast Kings in the sea, but they are not in the East China Sea. Looking at the familiar environment and familiar things, he immediately shouted loudly, Hu Hansen, I'm back. 10 minutes later, he had appeared in the sky above Northern Fortress No. 1. Now his speed is quite exaggerated. 3,400 meters per second seems ordinary, but if it is described in other words, it is not ordinary, that is Mach 10 per second. According to the statistics before Blue Star recovered, The speed of the fastest fighter jet in the world was less than Mach 6, which was already faster than the ballistic flight speed, let alone Mach 10. After arriving above the fortress, he immediately sensed the situation inside the fortress. At this time, the Green Ox King was lying leisurely in the huge cowshed. The number of human evolvers in the fortress had reached hundreds of millions. There are more than 300 million humans in this fortress. Although hundreds of thousands died during the beast wave, this is nothing to 300 million. Moreover, there are hundreds of thousands of level 2 evolvers among these evolvers, but not one level 3 evolver has appeared. Yes, Miao Suning has become a level 1 evolver, Lu Feng said in his heart. At this time, their mother and daughter were respected by everyone no matter where they were. Even Zhang Xiaoya had been promoted to level 2. It seemed that the human beings here were developing well, so he felt at ease. At this time, he sensed a trace of energy flowing through Blue Star, but the energy was too scarce. It cannot be compared with the void plane. The energy is absorbed, Lu Feng said. Open black lens bracket ding. The host absorbs the thin spiritual energy, and has been converted into 1 energy point. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The host absorbs the thin spiritual energy, and has been converted into 1 energy point. Close black lens bracket. Wrong day. 10 times the energy gap, FK. If I had known earlier, I wouldn't have been in such a hurry to come out, alas. Moreover, the frequency of absorption and transformation has also changed from 12 times per second to 3 times. It seems that the energy of this blue star is not even small, and it is really a huge loss. It can only absorb 180 energy points in 1 minute. Even if it absorbs 24 hours a day, it will only absorb 259,000 energy points. Now he needs 10 million energy points to evolve once. If he relies solely on this method to accumulate energy points, it will take at least 38 days. Miscalculation, Lu Feng said regretfully. But now that you're back, just stay calm. After the second spiritual energy recovery, I hope that Blue Star's spiritual energy of heaven and earth will be improved by then. Soon 6 days passed, and the Green Ox King brought back some spiritual fruits from the outside. Miao Suning's ability to become an evolver so quickly was inseparable from these spiritual fruits. Zhang Xiaoya communicated with Lu Feng frequently these days, but Lu Feng often ignored her. She wasn't angry either, and continued to bother Lu Feng tirelessly every day. The time for the second spiritual energy recovery is getting closer and closer, and Lu Feng's heart is full of expectations. Evolved beasts around the world have also sensed that Blue Star is about to undergo a second major change, and many beast kings are full of expectations. However, humans in many countries are already approaching the point of extinction. Those countries that are less powerful and unable to build fortresses can only watch evolved beasts devour humans. This reduced Blue Star, which originally had a population of 13 billion, to only 4.5 billion in 1 month. More than 800 million of the 4.5 billion people are distributed among the 5 fortresses of the Dragon Kingdom, which makes other countries envious and jealous of the Dragon Kingdom. Even the Lighthouse Kingdom, which was originally the number 1 in the world, only retains a population of just over 200 million, and they only have 1 Beast King to protect them, while the Dragon Kingdom has 3 Beast Kings to protect them. However, the speed of human exploration and development is unimaginable by other creatures. Once stable, humans will begin to explore independently. For example, the Lighthouse country has developed a lot of equipment worn by evolvers, and these equipment are inlaid with the crystals of some evolved beasts. With the blessing of these special equipment, humans can unleash a variety of supernatural powers and super defensive capabilities, which allows them to compete with evolved beasts of the same level without falling behind. Moreover, the human team's teamwork is much better than that of other evolved beasts. If 5 well-equipped second-level evolved beasts cooperate with each other tacitly, they can definitely deal with a third-level evolved beast. The Dragon Kingdom has gone further in the research of this kind of crystal equipment. They have embedded crystals in firearms, so that the bullets will have special energy, so ordinary people can also use these firearms to kill evolved beasts. It's just that this kind of energy crystal is consumed a bit quickly. Moreover, Longuo has achieved world-leading levels in the fields of energy detection and energy conversion. Zhang Xiaoya has developed the first energy converter, which can convert spiritual rain into various kinetic energies, and she is also experimenting with converting spiritual energy in the air. Once she develops a more advanced energy converter, the fort's electricity needs will be solved. It is not enough for a giant fortress to generate electricity from light and wind energy alone. The reason why it is now fully operational is because there is a large amount of crude oil stored underground. But crude oil is limited, and it's gone when it's used up. Moreover, Zhang Xiaoya also made new discoveries in terms of materials. Under the nurturing of Blue Star's spiritual energy, many materials that did not exist before appeared in front of everyone. This is the basic thing for making future technology. Without materials, even if you have core technology, you can't make what you want. The so-called New World will also usher in new technologies, and human technology has begun to explode. Unknowingly, humans seem to be racing against the evolved beasts, and then against Blue Star. If they outperform, they will continue to dominate Blue Star. If they fail, they will be directly exterminated. All this is seen in the eyes of Lu Feng. He was originally an 18-year-old high school student. Now he is an evolved beast and can only watch the changes of Blue Star silently. After experiencing the journey in the void, his cognitive level has surpassed all the creatures on Blue Star. This universe is not that simple. It contains countless terrifying existences. If you want to develop stably, it's better to keep a low profile. On the morning of the third to last day of the second spiritual energy recovery, a group of lighthouse people arrived at the fortress base in the central part of the Dragon Kingdom. There are 22 people in this group, including 15 evolvers and 7 ordinary people. They came by plane and lost more than 100 team members along the way. The head of the fortress personally received them. The leader of these people was a middle-aged man with blonde hair. He handed the chief a document and an instrument. The instrument was a communication tool that could make global calls on the current Blue Star. The document is a strategic cooperation contract with the Blue Star Human Alliance. The content of the contract is roughly related to resource sharing, technology sharing, and information sharing. In view of the current Blue Star situation, there are only about a dozen countries that have the power to enter the alliance, so the Lighthouse country has sent hundreds of teams to various countries to discuss cooperation. The leaders of the 5 fortresses in the Dragon Kingdom decided to cooperate with each other after a remote meeting. With the cooperation reached, the Human Alliance was officially established. This group of Lighthouse nationals are directly stationed in Dragon Kingdom, which is equivalent to the previous ambassadors to the country. The first information shared by Longuo was that Blue Star's second spiritual energy recovery was coming, and the exact time was stated. This shocked the dozen or so countries that joined the alliance. They did not expect that the Dragon Kingdom had already come ahead of them. The originally proud Lighthouse nation was embarrassed to take out their own crystal equipment when they saw the energy crystal firearms developed by the Dragon Nation. Lu Feng paid close attention to these situations, and a giant turtle of more than 200 meters in the East China Sea was about to advance. This giant turtle is the Giant Turtle King, the guardian beast of the southern fortress. After experiencing the last beast tide, the sense of urgency in its heart has never disappeared. I originally thought that I was already the top being in Blue Star, but I didn't expect that there was someone who was even higher than me. The fear that comes from the heart makes it unforgettable. Since then, it has begun to practice crazily, but evolving from level 4 to level 5 requires a huge amount of energy, but it is a pity that it has not accumulated enough. It raised its huge head and looked to the north, which was the direction where Lu Feng was. I really don't know how that guy evolved to level 5, alas. The Giant Turtle King said to himself. But it has absolute confidence that it will evolve to level 5 after the second spiritual energy recovery. By then, even if it is no match for the other party, it will be able to protect itself. It thought so in its heart, but if it knew that Lu Feng was now a level 6 existence, it would inevitably collapse directly. The screen turned to the northern fortress number 1. At this time, Miao Sunning was communicating with Lu Feng in his room. Emperor of the Abyss, why do you keep taking care of me? Miao Sunning asked. Lu Feng didn't plan to tell her his situation now, so he said, isn't it pleasing to me, please? You won't eat me in the future, will you? Lu Feng had a dark look on her face. This girl is really imaginative. Ahem, don't worry, I don't eat people. The second spiritual energy recovery is coming soon. You have to seize this opportunity to improve your level. Do you understand? Lu Feng said. Oh, you're quite a nice person. ... Lu Feng looked at the silly Miao Sunning, and he had the urge to hit a wall. Also, if you have any difficulties, you can call me directly and I will respond. Yeah, I know. Seeing her silly look, Lu Feng didn't say anything more. He withdrew his thoughts and began to concentrate on absorbing energy. During these days, he has accumulated another 4.4 million energy points. His goal this time is to accumulate 40 million energy points. If a large amount of spiritual rain can be obtained from the second spiritual energy recovery, this goal can be achieved quickly. Just as he was thinking about his future goals, a special energy wave appeared in his induction. What is this energy? Lu Feng said in his heart. He has never seen this energy before. It is not spiritual energy fluctuations or void energy, and this energy has a cold feeling. This cold energy came from an abandoned city in the Dragon Kingdom, and in his induction, this energy was still growing. Then he sent a clone to check. Within a few dozen minutes, the clones rushed to this abandoned city. At this time, the city had been occupied by evolved beasts, and not a single human could be found. The streets are full of bloodstains and dilapidated colors, and this place has become a dead city. Soon his clone came to the vicinity of this cold energy. This was an underground parking lot with many vehicles parked inside. And that cold energy came from deep in the parking lot. Now he encountered a problem, that is, the clone was too big to get in. His main body is 666 meters long, and his clone is over 200 meters long. NND, what the hell should we do? Lu Feng asked. As long as his thoughts are close to this energy, he will be blocked. This cold energy is obviously rich in spiritual power, which gives him a headache. By the way, he can try the mind control skill and control low-level evolved beasts to go in and investigate. Then he used mind control on a level 2 cat-like evolved beast not far away. The wild cat's brain was instantly invaded by Lu Feng. Its pupils changed from cat eyes to octopus eyes, and a stream of information was transmitted into Lu Feng's brain. This is some basic information about Wild Cat. When he saw Wild Cat's recent life experience, it was like rewinding a movie. So this is mind control. There is something, Lu Feng said in his heart. He then controlled the Wild Cat to run towards the underground parking lot, but the fur on the Wild Cat's body immediately stood on end as it approached the parking lot. A biological instinct told it that there was great danger inside, but it was forcibly controlled by Lu Feng and walked in. And his clone is floating outside. This clone has inherited his disguise and energy confinement skills, and is very suitable for exploration work. At this time, he and Wildcat shared the same field of vision, and Wildcat soon reached the depths of the underground parking lot. And as Wildcat went deeper, the cold feeling became clearer. After several turns, the Wildcat came to a corner. As long as you passed this corner, you could see what the cold energy was. He carefully controlled the Wildcat to approach. At this time, half of the Wildcat's head quietly stretched out from the corner, and he saw a very strange scene in his eyes. Even Lu Feng's brain was down for 2 seconds. Because there is a human woman standing there, but this woman is a body of pure energy, with cold energy flowing all over her body. Isn't this a female ghost? Lu Feng was surprised inwardly. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.